Hi, I'm making some autumn squash soup for supper, and I thought I'm going to come on and show you how to make the most delicious, easy, fast, and healthy recipe. So it's all done in our deluxe cooking blender, and I've got most of the prep work done ahead of time. So the cooking blender is a blender that you can do smoothies in here, which I do a lot. You can do your milkshakes, you can do your mixed drinks, but you can also turn it to the heating cycle and you can make homemade soup. So we do, probably the squash soup is my favorite, but I also do a broccoli cheddar soup, and I've done tomato basil soup. So there's a lot of other varieties you can do. I did a mushroom bisque one night, that was really good. So in 30 minutes, you add all your ingredients, you turn it on, and it purees it. As it's heating up, it cooks it and purees it. It's the most amazing thing. I don't think there's anything quite like this on the market, not in the US anyway. But you can also do nut butters. You can do peanut butter in 2 minutes. And what I love about that is there's no other ingredients than peanut butter. There's no high fructose corn syrup. There's no sugar. There's no oils. There's nothing added except peanut butter. So that's just wonderful. You can make homemade jam. So it's just berries and the pectin, and then you can add your sugar or sugar substitute. And in a matter of under an hour, without watching, without stirring, you've got homemade jam. So this is really a wonderful product. Pampered Chef came out with this last year. And after I get this recipe done, I'm going to tell you 3 amazing deals and 3 great prices that you can buy this at. So first, let's get this done. I've got most of this prep work done ahead of time. The first thing that we're adding, and I made a couple variations to the recipe. If anybody wants the recipe, I can post it underneath in the comments. And if you don't have the cooking blender, you can do it in a pot. You're just going to have to find a way to puree it when you're done. Either let it cool and put it in your regular blender, or if you have the immersion thing where you put it in there and you know, the whatever you call that thing that purees it after it cooks, that's another option. So, but the ingredients will be the same. In the cooking method, you put it all together and cook it. So this is our Easy Read measuring cup. I'm going to put in, it calls for water. So this is the first change that I made. Instead of 2.5 cups of water, I'm going to use 2.5 cups of vegetable broth. So that was 2. And then this set, it actually comes as a 3 or 4 piece set, so you can get different size measuring cups. The next thing to go in is 2 tablespoons of, it calls for brown sugar. I try to avoid sugar, so I use brown sugar swerve. So you can use brown sugar swerve, you can use brown sugar Truvia, brown sugar Splenda, anything that if you're trying to watch your sugar, you can cut out. So this measuring spoon is our old model. Somehow it turned out all the old stuff is in my house, and all the new stuff I had in I drove around in my car with products for years when I was doing cooking parties. Now so much is done virtually that I can start adding all my kits back into the kitchen. But they come in a 2-piece set, adjustable tablespoon and a teaspoon, so you have a total of 5 measurements between the 2 of them. Then we needed salt, and I don't remember if I need a 1/2 teaspoon or 1 teaspoon. I think it's 1. So let's read this. This, by the way, is the cookbook that comes with it, and it's got all the recipes that you need. So we need 1 teaspoon of salt, and I always prefer to use sea salt for everything. So 1 teaspoon of sea salt. And then it calls for a bunch of different seasonings, and I don't even remember because I never do this, but I'm going to tell you what they are. It calls for there's only 2 in here, cinnamon and ginger, and a 1/4 teaspoon of each. But I like to use the cinnamon plus, which is, and I put a little extra in because I just love the flavor that it gives. The cinnamon plus, you really can't get anymore. It came back for the holiday season. Cinnamon plus ginger and nutmeg and cloves and allspice and orange peel. So that's the cinnamon plus. Then 3 cups of squash, so you can buy it already done. I peel it myself, and I save all the seeds, because seeds are really healthy for you. So if you pick them out and dry them out, about a day later you can roast them, and then I just love roasted pumpkin seeds or squash seeds. Vegetable peeler makes peeling that super easy. 5-inch Santuco knife makes chopping it up really easy. And this is the 4-cup batter bowl, which actually is the bowl that you can measure, mix, cook, serve, store, reheat, and it has a lid. So 1 bowl does so much. So we've got 3 cups of that. 2 carrots, which I've got in the large batter bowl. So this is the 8 cup. These, again, these are the old style. The new style is slightly wider on the bottom. The handle is not attached so that they can nest together. So again, it's the batter bowl that you can measure, mix, cook, serve, store, and reheat, and it comes with a lid. So this is 2 carrots and a half an onion, all chopped up. The other thing I do differently is it calls for a quarter of a dried apple. And I never have dried apples, but I always have real apples, fresh apples. So notice how nice that chops through there. So 5-inch Santoku knife. You can buy it separately or in the knife block set if you need an entire set. So there's our apple. 1 ingredient left, and that's garlic. So I always have fresh garlic. Garlic is so good for you, so healthy, and it really makes a big difference in your food. So anybody that buys it in a jar, please don't. It's just such a big difference. So I'm going to just show you, you don't even have to peel your clove of garlic. When you have a good garlic press, it presses it right through the peel like that. Comes with a cleaning tool, which I'm not one to remember where my cleaning tool is, so it's the first thing that gets lost in my house is the cleaning tool. But I don't need it. Some people love it, so if you need it, you've got it. And you just squeeze it right through the peel like this, and then you take your knife and chop that off. And I just flick the peel out, so I'm ready to go again. So I'm going to put the cover on, and I'm going to start it, and then I'm going to stop it because I want to tell you about the deals. But this is how let me get in the right direction here. The cover goes like this. No, it doesn't. I'm right-handed and I have this backwards, so it goes like this. There. No? My goodness, I put this in the opposite direction. I usually do. There we go. Okay, so you heard that little that it did. So I'm going to turn the dial to soup. I need my glasses for this again. Soup. So I'm going to start it just for a second, but I'm not going to try to talk over the noise. So once you hear it, I'm going to stop it and then tell you the deals. And start. Here's my start. There it is. Okay, so you'll notice it's going to start pureeing, and then it will stop, and then it heats up. So watch that for a second. It's just the coolest thing, and I love watching how it heats up to 230 degrees in 30 minutes. This is going to be ready. It's going to beep when it's done, and I'm going to add some heavy cream to it. Just a little bit. It makes big difference in the end result. A little bit of heavy cream touches it off. The recipe calls for some kind of granola topping, and I usually skip that step. So, all right, so this is quiet for a minute. So I'll talk while it's quiet. Yeah, and there it goes. But super cool. So I'm going to just hit cancel for a second. No, I'll talk over it. So there's 3 ways to get this. The regular price is $379, and for the month of January, all our electrics are 25% off. So that means this is 25% off, and this is for everybody. So for once, you don't have to host a party to get a deal. If you've been wanting this, get it in January, 25% off. And the other 2 electrics are also 25% off. So the air fryer, that's the most recent electric. That just came out about a year ago. Super amazing. What it really is a countertop convection oven. And you can do everything. Don't think, you're not using, it's not just for frying. I do sausage in there and wings and butternut squash. I do everything in that air fryer. So that's 25% off. And the quick cooker, which some people say the Instapot, which is one brand of pressure cookers. Ours is called a quick cooker. It's a higher end kind of pressure cooking. That is 25% off. Now, there's another deal. If you were to host a party this month, you could get the 50% off the sale price. So this is the biggest discount we have ever offered for hosts, and that it comes out to be 62.5% off any one of the electrics. So that's just an incredible deal. It brings it down to $140, $142, something like that. And there's one more deal, and that the third price is free. Because anybody becoming a Pampered Chef consultant this month, anyone joining my team can get this for free as a bonus. And this month, in celebration of the new year, you can actually start your business for free. So if you know anybody that's been looking for a side hustle, a way to earn a little extra money on the side while you're staying home, you're not going anywhere, and you just want to stay home on Facebook or do social media, you can do, hi Kathy, I can see part of your message. I'm going to have to get back to you so I can answer your question. You could actually start your business for free and get this for free while you're making some money on the side. So that's all I wanted to show you right now. If anyone wants the recipe, I can send it to you, or I can post it in the comments. Just let me know that you watched the video and you want the recipe. Bye now.